Hello students, I am Professor Mrs. Shelke Manisha. So this is our 5th lecture. Okay, management unit 1 मधलं last second lecture आहे आपलं हे introduction to management concepts and managerial skills. Okay, आतापर्यंत काय काय बघितलं मुलांना आपण? कालच्या लेक्चरला काय बघितलं? फंक्शन्स ऑफ मॅनेजमेंट. काय बघितलं कालच्या लेक्चरला? फंक्शन्स ऑफ मॅनेजमेंट. अजून काय बघितलं? कुठले कुठले फंक्शन्स आहेत मॅनेजमेंटचे? प्लॅनिंग आहे, कंट्रोलिंग आहे, स्टाफिंग आहे, डायरेक्टिंग आहे. ओके, आणि अजून काय बघितलं कालच्या लेक्चरला? की डिफरन्स बिटवीन मॅनेजमेंट अँड ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. तर आजच्या लेक्चरला आपल्याला काय बघायचं आहे मुलांनो? टाइप्स ऑफ प्लॅनिंग अँड स्टेप्स इन प्लॅनिंग. प्लॅनिंगचे टाइप्स कुठले आहेत आणि स्टेप्स कुठले आहेत? हाऊ टू ऍक्ट विथ द प्लॅनिंग, दॅट वी हॅव टू सी इन टुडेज लेक्चर. ओके, सो दिस इज आवर फर्स्ट functions of management. 5 functions we have seen. Then which are these 5 functions students? First one is planning. बघा रिवाइज करूयात. पहिलं फंक्शन काय होतं? प्लॅनिंग. देन ऑर्गनायझिंग. ओके, then staffing, then directing and controlling. So these are the 5 functions we have seen in yesterday's lecture. Today we have to see what are the types of planning and steps in planning. Okay, so students, we can see what are the different types of planning and steps in planning. So first of all, we will see what are the different types of planning. So students, planning can be classified on the basis of coverage of activities. आपल्याला किती ऍक्टिव्हिटीज कंप्लीट करायच्या आहेत. त्यानंतर इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ कंटेंट्स इन प्लॅनिंग. प्लॅनिंग मध्ये आपण काय काय योग्य पद्धतीने केलंय का, त्याचं प्लॅनिंग आहे का, दॅट इज द इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ कंटेंट्स इन प्लॅनिंग. Approach adopted in planning process, then time dimension in planning process. So we can say that planning can be classified on the basis of coverage of activities, importance of contents in planning, approach adopted in planning process, time dimension in planning process. So students, there are 5 types of planning. प्लॅनिंगचे कुठले कुठले टाइप्स आहेत? पहिला काय आहे? कॉर्पोरेट अँड फंक्शनल प्लॅनिंग. कॉर्पोरेट अँड फंक्शनल प्लॅनिंग. सेकंड वन इज स्ट्रॅटेजिक अँड ऑपरेशनल प्लॅनिंग. स्ट्रॅटेजिक अँड ऑपरेशनल प्लॅनिंग. थर्ड वन इज लॉंग टर्म अँड शॉर्ट टर्म प्लॅनिंग. लॉंग टर्म अँड शॉर्ट टर्म प्लॅनिंग. फोर्थ वन इज प्रोएक्टिव and reactive planning, and fifth one is formal and informal planning. So these are the different types of planning. Okay, then we will see one by one. So students, first type of planning is corporate and functional type of planning. आता कॉर्पोरेट प्लॅनिंग म्हणजे काय मुलांना? द प्लॅनिंग ऍक्टिव्हेट्स ॲट ऑल द कॉर्पोरेट लेवल विच इट कव्हर्स द एंटायर ऑर्गनायझेशनल ऍक्टिव्हिटीज. इट इज कॉल्ड एज कॉर्पोरेट प्लॅनिंग. बघा परत एकदा. द प्लॅनिंग ऍक्टिव्हिटीज ॲट द कॉर्पोरेट लेवल विच कव्हर द एंटायर ऑर्गनायझेशनल ऍक्टिव्हिटीज आर कॉल्ड ॲज कॉर्पोरेट प्लॅनिंग. आणि फंक्शनल प्लॅनिंग म्हणजे काय? इट इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द कॉर्पोरेट प्लॅनिंग. इट इज अंडरटेकन फॉर ईच मेजर फंक्शन ऑफ द ऑर्गनायझेशन लाईक प्रोडक्शन, मार्केटिंग अँड फायनान्स. कॉर्पोरेट लेवलला आधी फर्स्ट प्लॅनिंग केलं जातं, त्यानंतर फंक्शनल लेवलला असतं. तर बघा परत एकदा डिफरन्स. कॉर्पोरेट प्लॅनिंग अँड फंक्शनल प्लॅनिंग. Corporate planning means the activities at the corporate level which cover the entire organizational activities. Okay. Corporate planning, we can say that it is the basis for the functional planning. Means functional planning is depends on the corporate planning. Functional planning मध्ये काय? Actual work which is done through the corporate planning. Okay. So it is derived from the corporate planning and it is undertaken for each major function of the organization like production, marketing and finance. Actual function works on production, marketing and finance. Okay. त्यानंतर दुसरा टाइप आहे मुलांनो स्ट्रॅटेजिक अँड ऑपरेशनल प्लॅनिंग. आता स्ट्रॅटेजिक प्लॅनिंग म्हणजे काय? इट इज द प्रोसेस in which the top management determines its vision for the future and identify the goals and objectives for the organization. Strategic planning म्हणजे काय? It is a process in which the top management determines its vision for the future and identify the goals and objectives for the organization. Strategic planning sets the directions in which the organization wants to proceed in future. It sets the direction in which the organization wants to proceed in future. Strategic planning मध्ये काय असतं? डायरेक्शन्स दिल्या जातात जेणेकरून ऑर्गनायझेशन इन फ्युचर मध्ये कशा पद्धतीने रन करायचे आहे, प्रोसीड करायचा. Strategic planning involves a time span of more than 1 year and for the most of the organization it ranges for the next 3 to 5 years. Okay. Strategic planning काय करता? It involves a time span of more than 1 year and in maximum organizations it ranges for next 3 to 5 years. So this is all about strategic. Okay. Now operational planning. What we have to see students now? Second काय त्यातलं strategic and operational planning. Now we will see what is mean by operational planning. So this planning is done by the lower level management. Operational planning is done by lower level management. It is concerned with day-to-day operations of the organization. Operational planning कशाशी related असतं? With the day-to-day operation of the organization and it is usually based on the past experiences. Past experiences चांगले आले वाईट आले त्या पद्धतीने आपल्या प्लॅनिंग मध्ये इम्प्रूव्हमेंट केली जाते. So that it is said that operational planning is done by lower level management. It is concerned with day-to-day operations of the organizations and it is usually based on the past experiences. It covers functional aspects like finance, production, human resources, etc. Operational planning, what it does? It covers functional aspects like finance, production, and human resources. So the time span of operational planning is less than 1 year. Operational planning चा time span किती आहे? Less than 1 year. Okay. त्यानंतर पुढे बघूयात मुलांनो लॉंग टर्म अँड शॉर्ट टर्म प्लॅनिंग. पुढचं टाइप ऑफ प्लॅनिंग काय आहे? लॉंग टर्म अँड शॉर्ट टर्म प्लॅनिंग. So long term planning means what? It is a strategic in nature and it involves more than 1 year period and it can be extended up to 15 to 20 years. That is called as long term planning. 1 year पासून पुढे it can be extended 15 to 20 years also. So short term planning usually covers only 1 year. Short term planning मध्ये काय? फक्त 1 वर्ष. आणि लॉंग टर्म मध्ये इट कॅन बी एक्सटेंडेड टिल फ्रॉम 1 year to 15 to 20 years. So short term plans are made with reference to long term plans because short-term plans contribute to long-term plans. Short terms, because of short terms, long terms can achieve properly their aims and goals or objective. So this you have to remember, short term and long term. Now next one is proactive and reactive planning. आता प्रोएक्टिव्ह प्लॅनिंग म्हणजे काय आणि रिएक्टिव्ह प्लॅनिंग म्हणजे काय मुलांना बघूयात आपण. तर प्रोएक्टिव्ह मीन्स it is designing suitable courses of action. Also the managers adopt proactive changes, do not wait for environment to change. ते स्वतः त्याच्यामध्ये चेंजेस करतात प्लॅनिंग मध्ये, त्यांच्या एन्व्हायरमेंट चेंज होण्याची वाट बघत नाहीत. बट दे कॅन टेक ऍक्शन्स इन एन्व्हायरमेंटल चेंजेस. They can't change environment, but they can take actions in environmental changes. This is proactive planning. And reactive means what? In reactive planning, a response comes after environmental changes takes place. A response comes after environmental changes takes place. So this type of planning is suitable in the environment which is fairly stable over a long period of time. So this is called as reactive planning. Okay. त्यानंतर पुढचा टाइप आहे प्लॅनिंगचा मुलांनो, फॉर्मल अँड इनफॉर्मल प्लॅनिंग. काय आहे पुढचा टाइप? फॉर्मल अँड इनफॉर्मल प्लॅनिंग. So formal planning means what? Large organizations undertake planning in a formal way. खूप मोठ्या institute जे असतील, large organizations or institutes or companies, they undertake planning in a formal way. Separate corporate planning is formulated at higher level. Large institute मध्ये किंवा ऑर्गनायझेशन मध्ये कॉर्पोरेट लेवलचं प्लॅनिंग असतं, that comes under formal planning. So it is rational, systematic, regular and well documented. इन्स्टिट्यूट मोठी असल्यामुळे, कॉर्पोरेट लेवलला प्लॅनिंग असल्यामुळे, इट वर्क्स ॲज अ सिस्टमॅटिक वे ऑन द रेग्युलर बेसिस and with well organized document. So this is called as formal planning. Now what is mean by informal planning? It is undertaking generally by small scale industries. त्याच्यामध्ये काही जास्त रूल्स रेग्युलेशन्स पाहिले जात नाहीत. कॉर्पोरेट लेवलला कुठलंही ऑफिस नसतं. इट कुठे फॉलो केलं जातं ते प्रायमरी लेवलला. इट इज सुटेबल फॉर ओनली स्मॉल ऑर्गनायझेशन्स. And this informal planning is suitable for only small organizations. आणि large organization साठी कुठल्या प्रकारचं प्लॅनिंग आवश्यक असतं? आठवते का? कोणत्या प्रकारचं असतं? फॉर्मल. ओके. आणि स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री साठी इनफॉर्मल. So we have seen the types of planning. लास्ट काय बघितलं? फॉर्मल अँड इनफॉर्मल. सो द प्लॅनिंग प्रोसेस, we can say that it is different from one plan to another and from one organization to another organization. Planning process is different. Same असते का सगळ्या ठिकाणची? नाही. So planning is different according to the organization, according to the company. From one company to another company, the plan is different. So the steps generally involved in planning that we have to see now. Which are the steps involved in planning? So students, see there are 7 steps which we have to see now. First one is establishing goals or objectives. Planning ची पहिली step, to establish goals and objectives. Then second one is establishing planning premises. Establishing planning premises. Third one is deciding the planning period. Deciding the planning period. Fourth one is identification of alternatives. Identification of alternatives. Fifth one is evaluation and सिलेक्शन ऑफ अल्टरनेटिव्स. पाचवी स्टेप काय आहे प्लॅनिंगची? इव्हॅल्युएशन अँड सिलेक्शन ऑफ अल्टरनेटिव्स. सिक्स स्टेप इज डेव्हलपिंग सपोर्टिव्ह प्लान्स. डेव्हलपिंग सपोर्टिव्ह प्लान्स. त्यानंतर सातवी स्टेप आहे मेजरिंग अँड कंट्रोलिंग द प्रोसेस. Measuring and controlling the process. So these are the 5 steps in planning that we have to see now one by one. So first step is establishing goals or objectives. These 7 steps we have to see now, and in that first one is establishing goals and objectives. So this is the first step in planning. It process to determine the enterprise objectives. एखाद्या कंपनीचं ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह गोल काय आहे हे दाखवण्याचं काम काय कुठली फर्स्ट स्टेप, दॅट इज एस्टॅब्लिशिंग गोल्स और ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह. सो दीज आर सेट बाय अपर लेवल मॅनेजर्स आफ्टर नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैज बीन केअरफुली कन्सिडर्ड. So many objectives are taken under consideration to establish the company's goal or objective. So the objective set depend on the number of factors like mission of the organization. कुठल्याही ऑर्गनायझेशनचं किंवा कंपनीचं गोल कशावरती ठरवलेलं असतं? It fact the various factors like mission of the organization, abilities of the organization. So once the organization objectives are determined, the section wise or department wise objectives are planned at the lower level. So the main objective is set by upper level people. Then subordinate objectives are set by department level and section wise. Okay. Then defining the objects of every department is very essential one. काय महत्वाचं? Defining the objective of every department is very important in establishing goals or objectives of that particular company or institute or organization. Okay, so then only the clear cut directions is available to the departments. So control process is very easy if the objectives are clearly defined. So first main objective is defined by the upper level, then another objectives are defined by the department wise or section wise. Okay. Then we will see establishing planning premises. Okay. So this is the second and very important step in planning. It involves the condition under which planning activities will be undertaken. Okay. Premises म्हणजे infrastructure. Establishing planning premises, infrastructure planning. So this is the second most important step in planning. It involves the conditions under which planning activities will be undertaken. So planning premises are planning assumptions, or we can say that factors like the expected environmental factors, also pertinent factors and information relating to the future such as general economic condition, then population trend, competitive and behavioral, etc. तर एस्टॅब्लिशिंग प्रिमाइसेस प्लॅनिंग मध्ये काय आहे? जनरल इकॉनॉमिक कंडिशन, देन पॉप्युलेशन ट्रेंड कसा आहे तिथे, कॉम्पिटिटिव्ह अँड बिहेवियर. ओके. त्यानंतर आपण बघूयात थर्ड, डिसाइडिंग द प्लॅनिंग पीरियड. सो वन्स द लॉंग term objective and planning premises are decided, the next task is to decide the period of the plan. काय करायचं याच्यामध्ये मुलांनो? Deciding the planning of period. So once the long term objective and planning premises are decided, the next task is to be decide the period of the plan. And some plans are made for a year, and in other way we can say that it will be decades. आता decade म्हणजे काय? What is mean by decade? 1 decade is equal to 1 year. 10 decade is equal to 1 year. Okay. So it will be decades. 10 वर्ष पण लागू शकतात, 15 वर्ष पण लागू शकतात. So some plans are made for a year and in other it will be decades. So companies generally base their period on a future that can be reasonably be anticipated. Okay. Then identification of alternatives. So the next step is in planning is identify the alternative. काही घटना घडली तर त्याच्या बदल्यात आपल्याकडे दुसरं काहीतरी सेफ पाहिजे. सो आयडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ अल्टरनेटिव्ह, दिस इज वन स्टेप इन द प्लॅनिंग. सो a particular objective can be achieved through various actions. Particular objective can be achieved through various objective. And for example, if we can take an example of any organization, see, objective is to grow further, which can be achieved in several ways, like expanding in the same field of business or product line, then diversifying in other areas, joining hands with other organization, acquiring other organizations, and so on. So with each category, there may be several alternatives. So in identification of alternatives, what we have seen, a particular objective can be achieved through various actions. Example is given. Again, I am going to tell you this example. An organization's objective is growth further, which can be achieved in several ways, like expanding in the same field of business or product line, diversifying in other areas, joining hands with other organizations, acquiring other organizations, and so on. So with each category, there may be several alternatives. Okay. Then last point is evaluation and selection of alternative. So students, evaluation and selection of alternative, in this, after the alternatives are identified, the next step is to evaluate the alternatives according to the premises and goals and to select the best course of action. So this is done with the help of quantitative techniques and operations research. In addition, we can say that software packages are available for evaluating alternatives. Software packages are available for alternatives. Okay. Then developing derivative and supportive plans. Next step is developing derivative and supportive plans. So after the best plan is selected, various other plans are derived so as to support the main plan. So students, see, planning is very important. So different types of steps are given in planning. So one of them is this developing the derivative or supportive plans. So after the best plan is selected, various other plans are derived so as to support the main plan. So these may be plans for buying equipment, buying raw material. They are derived plans, supportive plans formulated to support the main plan. Buying equipment, buying material, raw material. This is the supporting plans. Okay. Then measuring and controlling the process. Managers need to check the progress of their plans. Managerला कशाची गरज आहे? They needs to check the progress of their plans to that remedial action can be taken to make plan work or change the plan if it is unrealistic. Hence the process of controlling is a plan of any plan. Okay. So measuring and controlling the process. In this, what we have seen? मॅनेजर्स नीड टू चेक प्रोग्रेस ऑफ देअर प्लॅन्स. त्यांनी जो काही प्लॅन ठरवून दिलेला आहे त्या पद्धतीने त्या प्लॅनची प्रोग्रेस होते का एम्प्लॉईज कडून किंवा वर्कर्स कडून, सो दॅट द रिमिडियल ऍक्शन कॅन बी टेकन फ्रॉम द मॅनेजर्स. ओके. So these are the different steps. Students, we have seen the different steps in management. Okay, planning मध्ये कुठले कुठले स्टेप्स आहेत ते आपण बघितले. एकदा रिवाइज करूयात. तर काय बघितलं आताच्या लेक्चरला आपण? प्लॅनिंग मध्ये फंक्शन्स ऑफ मॅनेजमेंट ते बघितलं होतं कालच्या लेक्चरला. प्लॅनिंग, ऑर्गनायझिंग, स्टाफिंग, डायरेक्टिंग अँड कंट्रोलिंग. त्यानंतर आपण आज काय बघितलं? टाइप्स ऑफ प्लॅनिंग अँड स्टेप्स इन प्लॅनिंग. ओके. टाइप्स ऑफ प्लॅनिंग मध्ये कुठले कुठले बघितले मग टाइप्स मुलांनो? पहा, हे 4-5 टाइप्स. ऑपरेशनल प्लॅनिंग, लॉंग टर्म अँड शॉर्ट टर्म, प्रोएक्टिव्ह अँड रिएक्टिव्ह, फॉर्मल अँड इनफॉर्मल. ओके. त्यानंतर आपण स्टेप्स बघितले, डिफरंट स्टेप्स इन प्लॅनिंग. एस्टॅब्लिशिंग गोल्स और ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, देन एस्टॅब्लिशिंग प्लॅनिंग प्रिमाइसेस, infrastructure, then deciding the planning period, then identification of alternatives, evaluation and selection of alternative, also developing and supportive plans, measuring and controlling the process. So these are the 7 steps we have seen. Okay. त्याचं 1 by 1 आपण डिटेल थरोली घेतलेला आहे. Okay, so students, this is all about our today's session. Okay, thank you.